good evening, folks, and welcome to our interview today with Sinead. I'm just actually going onto the phone here if I can. But anyway, I'll start. So I've been looking forward to this interview with Sinead for some time now. She is a fantastically talented milliner. And for people who don't know what a milliner is, it is a hatter. And Sinead is fantastic. I've been connected to her for some time now on social media, so I'm really looking forward to getting to know a little bit more about Sinead. So before I carry on, because I can talk, I'm going to bring on Sinead and let's say hello. Okay. Hi, Sinead.
Hi, everyone. Hi, how are you all doing on this lovely sunny day? Hi, Jackie. How are you keeping?
I'm good, Sinead. How are you?
Good. I know we're probably missing barbecues and everything in this weather. So just hi, everyone. And thanks for taking a bit of time out inside, even though it's 26 degrees or something still. It's fabulous
I
out.
know, it's so warm, isn't it? I would never have thought. I'm actually trying to find us here. Here we go. And I'm just going to make some bit of noise, so I'm really sorry about this.
Very good. Oh, sure, work away. You're a great lady to be helping me out today. I'm a bit nervous, guys, so I hope you're okay with watching someone who has a little bit of nerves. The lives are hard, but you have to do it. You have to get out, do a bit of digital marketing, get your face out there, tell people what you do. You know, it's all part of it, really. So you just have to bite on it.
It is all part of it, especially now, like, you know, it really is part of it now, with all of the restrictions and everything in place. So we have some viewers. I don't know who they are, but we do have some viewers. So hello and welcome. And this is Sinead. So Sinead, thanks so much for making the time today, because I know you're under a mountain of face masks. And you know, besides making hats, like I have to wear the hat today, like.
Yeah, it's really, really nice on you. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I've been underneath all these guys, so I'll do the interview this way and not this way. Okay, so
no, because I can barely hear you.
I know it's busy, but I kind of love it. I'm the type of person who has to keep busy all the time anyway. So if the hat business has taken a little bit of a plateau. It's going to be normally at this time of year with lots of new orders in. Yeah. So it's great to be able to just have the face masks to keep myself really, really busy. So
yeah. I think we're all sort of suffering from that a tiny bit, aren't we? That normally we would be getting really busy because for me anyway, and I'm sure the same for you. You know, it's the people who are getting married we look after. And sure, they're not getting married, so we have to occupy ourselves in different ways.
So as I say to my brides, as I said to lots of brides, I've said it's only a postponement, it's not a cancellation, and you need to postpone so that you can have everybody there. So to be honest, I think the initial disappointment disappears, and then there's sort of like, right, I'm taking control, I got my new date back, I'm more organized, I'm going to have all this and this done I wouldn't have had time for before. And in fact, I've taken some orders from people who thought there's no way Sinead could have a hat made in time this year for the wedding, and then the wedding's the following year, so I'm getting the orders. So already I'm booking. So get booking fast if you need something. Get booking.
Yeah, because you get booked up really fast, like, because you're amazing.
It's only one of me, so when the book is full, when that order book is full, the slots are gone. When they're gone, they're gone.
They're gone. Yeah. So let's take this opportunity to get to know you a little bit more, Sinead. So tell us a little bit about you.
Well, I'm a stay-at-home mom and milliner. I started the business in 2017. I had my little daughter, Roisin, whom the business is named after, Little Rose Design. It means Little Rose in Irish, Roisin does. So I had to do something with my crafty hands. I've been crafty for years. So I thought, I'm making hats for friends and family for years, so I may as well turn it into a business. And I also was getting married. This is the big crux of it, really. When I got married the year before Roisin was born, I had to make my own headpiece to change into for the reception. And it was a lovely, chic little teardrop with a birdcage veil. And it was really cute because I couldn't find it anywhere else. So that's one of my best sellers, I have to say, the little bridal birdcage. So I've been doing it here in RD for a few years, and it's gone from strength to strength. I sort of started out thinking, oh, you know, the way you're always nervous and a little insecure, and it just flew. I mean, I was nominated for Milliner of the year I opened and the year after as well. Excellent. So yeah, and there's been hats sold for me in Kensington and London, and a lot of coverage, and millinery market now has taken me on, and they're based in Australia. They want me to list some of my pieces on their international website. So
wow,
things are looking up. Wow. I couldn't believe it. I tried.
Yeah, wow, that is really impressive. And wow, if I was there, I'd be giving you a great big hug saying, delighted for you.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
So you answered my question, which was what I was going to ask you, is, you know, how did you get started in business? For sure.
Sorry, like to chat, like to talk.
Anyway, that's fine. That's fine. I don't mind. I can sit here and just listen to you, like, you know. But anyway, we'll move on. We'll move on to the next question. Tell me, what do you wish you had known when you started business?
Oh gosh, a few things. I think we all start out not knowing what we don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like we have no idea really of the amount to learn when you're starting a new business. But for me, I wish somebody had handed me that golden egg, and inside it was my suppliers list that I have now. Because it took me a few years, 3 years at least, to figure out the best place, the best supply chain, the best quality. And it was all trial and error. So there was some ordering that I was like, oh no, you open the box and go, no, I can't use that. It's just not good enough or whatever. So yeah, that was a learning curve, definitely. Also the marketing side of things, I definitely would have liked to have known a little bit more about that, because sometimes you spend money in the wrong places. I did some very, very quiet wedding fairs that, you know, never gave any comeback to the business. And it took a lot of time, money and effort. But I was more taking chances rather than doing the research. So research, everybody, get to know your footfall, get to know your client, get to know your suppliers, get to know what happens if the supply chain goes wrong, just like what happened with lockdown, guys. So, you know, it's worth your time doing your research, and especially to kind of focus onto that ideal client that you want, that demographic, you know, that particular age group, sex, gender, area, job that your product is supposed to do. Definitely check all that out, because I know it sounds like a lot. I mean, I learned that over a few years. So it does sound like a lot at the start, but it's worth it. Try and get in there, you know, and do your research. Get the head down first and have a look.
Get the head down first before you do anything. Learn, research. That's actually really good advice, Sinead. Thanks. If I was starting over again, I think I'd be really happy if somebody had turned around to me and said that, you know.
Me too. Yeah, definitely. We could do mentor programs, Jackie.
Yeah, we should. That we can do that next. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be our next thing to do, like, you know. So that kind of that actually nicely brings me on to my next question for you, which is what was your biggest failure, and what did you learn from it?
I think it was probably spending money in the wrong areas, advertising to the wrong type of client, the wrong demographic, the wrong locale. You know, the way you can do Google ads and all that. And you have to be very specific about your product and what you want. Don't try to do too much too soon. Get your product right. Take your time, perfect what you have, and find your USP. You need to find your unique selling point. You need to be different to everybody else. There's an explosion of milliners in the south of Ireland at the moment, and Northern Ireland. There's fantastic work and amazing milliners out there. So it's nice to be a bit different. But do you know what I always say, Jackie? I say a rising tide rises all boats. So, you know, if the economy is picking up, which it's not supposed to for a while, you know, it would be nice if everybody did well, if we all raised our game and we all did well at the same time, instead of, you know, it being a little imbalanced. I think that's important. I think it's important to remember to keep your head down and think about your own stuff as well. Don't be looking from side to side too much and getting worried about what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
Trust your gut.
Yeah, trust your gut, trust your instincts. Yeah. I think sometimes we can get distracted by what others are doing, you know. and sometimes I think that can affect our confidence as well in actually what we're producing. And like when I look at your work, I'm in awe of it. I'm just like, wow, how does she create this stuff? Honestly, like I'm like, wow, I love it. I personally love it anyway. You know, I think I must be your biggest fan. I'm going to call myself your biggest fan, right?
You're a creative as well. You do this amazing calligraphy work, and you know what it's like. It's a total process. You kind of sometimes slip away into a little just other world while you're working away. You don't even know until the end of it where you're going to do. Like, you have an idea of something and then it turns into something else. So that's what I like about sitting and actually doing the work, you know.
Yeah, you can kind of zone in, like sort of just run me through, and you know, run me through the process. Like if I was come to you and I was saying, right, okay, I want a hat, right, design me a hat, what would the process be?
But usually what we would do is we'd have a face-to-face consultation. Not always. Now, I would have to say 65% of my work just goes to people without ever having a face-to-face. So lockdown kind of suits me. It's not so bad. I can do Facebook meeting, Google meetings. I can do Zoom meetings, anything like that. Phone calls, carrier pigeon, telephone messages, DMs, you name it. We can always communicate. We can get there. But I would speak to you for a while. I would get to know your personality. I would send you ideas. I'd certainly send you a lot of photographs of things that maybe you'd lean more towards one type and not the other. So I'd send you a lot of images that you could send me back your vibes on it, you know. But I like to get to know the person. It's not all about the hair color, their face shape, the width of their shoulders. The outfit is very important, obviously, but it's about their personality. You know, you want to wear something and get to know what they're comfortable with. You know, don't make a big hat for a lady who wants something demure, small and elegant. And don't make a demure, small and elegant hat for somebody who wants to really stand out and rock it at the races. So, you know, you have to just listen to each client and really figure out what they want. That's important.
Yeah. And how long would it take you to actually put a hat together? Say I came to you and like I'd be saying to you, okay, Sinead, I want something that's really big in personality, that has lots and lots of color. You know, how long would that take you to, like the green one that you know the one I'm talking about, but the really beautiful green one. I think that's amazing.
That was beautiful. A big sweeping ivory brim and green feathers and white roses on the front. It was really, really pretty. It's on my Instagram, guys, at Little Rose Design. Check it out. But anyway,
check it out.
What would the process there be? Well, usually 6 to 8 weeks, because there's a lot of work in making those bases as a milliner. So if you can speak to your milliner 6 to 8 weeks before your event, there may be bits in the hat that you decide on the design that is specialized. Like some of my feathers come from Paris, you have to allow for that time. The bases are made on crown blocks, which are very expensive, or you make your own block, which is again time consuming and expensive. So all of these things need to be taken into account. They all have to dry. They're all in different areas. Every couple of days you can do a new thing, then you can add another thing. So it's a process. It takes its time, but generally 6 to 8 weeks. But I often have a massive amount of people ringing me before a big event like Leopardstown or Punchestown or the Curragh, last minute hat, and they're going, oh, I don't have time to make anything. I have this outfit. Have you got anything? I have a secret stash. I have a Pandora's box, a treasure chest. You never know what's in it. I don't even know what's in it. So if somebody is needing a last minute hat for an event, please just ring me. We'll have a chat. I'll find something. I will make something up really quick. I'll figure it out. I haven't missed a deadline yet. So,
excellent.
Yeah. So just call me. But big, bold and beautiful. Yeah. Give me a bit of notice. I'll make something fabulous for you. Don't worry.
Excellent. Excellent. I look forward to it. Maybe just to take the green one off for you.
No, it's done. It's done.
Excellent. Excellent. So that you know, you must get a lot of compliments about your hats, like, because I do think they're lovely. We're just getting some comments in here, and I actually missed them. Deirdre's popped in to say hello to us, and we've got Valerie watching us as well. Hi guys.
Thanks. How are you?
So, oh God, I forgot what I was going to say to you. Oh yes, now I remember. What inspires you, Sinead?
Oh, anything. I could be walking down the road and see a color somewhere, or even watching something on TV, like something like Mad Men or a vintage show or Downton Abbey, like things like that. I'll be watching that and going, I kind of like that style, but I'd do it this way, or I wouldn't use that fabric, I'd use something else. And that sometimes filters into a hat I'm making, I don't even know. And then I go, God, that's very like something I saw a few months ago. I only realized I'm after reproducing that in some tiny way on this new hat. So things like that. I could walk into a hardware store and see a roll of like copper wire and go, oh, no, that could be very interesting, could make something really geometric out of that, something cool. Flowers always inspire me. I love silk flowers. I love kind of nature, leaves and vines. I'm loving that. There's lots, I could go from very, very edgy with studs and chains to something very floaty and feminine. And it all depends really what the client wants at that time. I also have, speaking of chains, I have a little hat here that is like a tartan number with a bow. So it's sort of
I know somebody who would love that.
Yeah. And it has the chains on it, so that brings a bit of an edge to something maybe for the races or something like that.
I like that. Yeah.
But it could be anything, Jagdeep. It could be absolutely anything. I had barbed wire in a hat one time.
What?
Yeah, but it wasn't real barbed wire. It was something that you could. It's made out of like a leatherette, so it wouldn't have killed anybody if it fell on them. It wasn't a weapon.
It wasn't a weapon.
No, it wasn't a weapon.
So you must have received loads of compliments over the years. What would you say would be the best compliment you ever received?
Well, the best is when the client comes to pick the hat and they haven't really seen it in a while, or they trusted my imagination and my idea, and then they see it and then they're delighted. That's the best feeling. I mean, they go away and I'm like so happy. It's a bit like waving goodbye to your kids going to college, though, because it's very hard for me to let go of some pieces I spend toil working on, or ones that you really love and you have to give them away, but sell them, not give them away, sell them. But they when they love the hat, that's brilliant. And then one time on Instagram not so long ago, my milliner idol, I can't even say his name, Philip Tracy, he's amazing, Galway born. And he liked one of my images of one of my hats on my Instagram page, and I just went, mic drop, that's it, I'm done, I'm retiring, I'm so happy right now, that's my life made. So that was great as well. Compliments are good.
Compliments are always good, and I think the customers' compliments are always the best. It's like so joyful, I'm always really joyful when they say, oh, that's lovely, or better than they expected,
best feeling.
Best, it makes it all worthwhile, doesn't it?
It does.
Well, do you know what? The time has just flown by. I really love talking to you, Sinead. Let me just wrap up by asking you, is there anything I haven't asked you?
Oh, jeepers, I don't know. How to get in contact with me? That's probably yeah. I have a website, Little Rose Design, www.littlerosedesign.ie. I'm based in RD County Louth. Find me on Google. I'm Instagram at Little Rose Design. I'm on Twitter at Lil Rose Design, because they wouldn't let me put all the extra letters in Twitter. And my phone, 087 625 1981. And it's all on my website. You can check out my contact forms. But send me a message, call me, carrier pigeon, whatever. Just have a chat and a cuppa. If anybody needs style advice, not necessarily to buy a hat or headpiece, and you just don't know what to do. There's something here, you think you want this, you don't know. You're wondering what colors are in, what will go with this, what will go with that, and you haven't a notion. Give us a buzz. We'll have a cup of coffee and a chat about it. Send me a picture. I'll send you back my ideas. I love it. So you may as well. I love this stuff. Give me a call.
Yeah. Give me a call. I'll be giving you a call on style advice. Oh. Anyway, that sort of wraps us up quite nicely and neatly. Oh, I can't wait to see this hat. Oh
yeah. I like to switch them up every now and then.
Excellent. Oh, brilliant. I wish I had a load of them here now. I could change them with you.
It's quite fun, actually. My little 4-year-old Roisin, sometimes I pop one on her just to see, instead of looking at a mannequin head, I pop it on her and she just loves it. She just sits there and goes, oh, is it love? Am I pretty, mommy? Am I pretty, mommy? You're pretty without the hat, love, but you're definitely prettier with the hat. It's a bit of fun for her, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, Sinead, you have been a fantastic guest. I really, really enjoyed interviewing you. And I really enjoyed getting to know you a little bit better, because I've been an admirer of your work for a long time. Well, since you came on the scene anyway, I've admired your work. I think you're incredibly talented. And I think everybody should be going to you.
I think they should, because, you know, if they don't come away with a headpiece, it'll be a shocker, number one. And number two, we'll have a nice bit of fun. And, you know, it's lighthearted. It's supposed to be lighthearted. It's not supposed to be difficult or hard. It's just, you know, we sit, we have a chat, you know, we'll figure out something beautiful for you. That's what it's all about. Spoiling yourself.
Excellent. Thanks again, Sinead. And thank you, everyone who joins us. And if you're watching this on replay, please share it. Yes, please share it, and we will see. I can't even get my words out now. Thanks anyway for joining us, and we shall see you next week when we are interviewing Kerry Denny, I think is what we're doing next week. I can't even remember. Sinead just totally put me off balance here.
I'll be there. I'll be chatting to Kerry, and I'll be sending her comments as well. So yeah, I'll definitely.
Cool. Excellent. Okay, thanks, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. Take care and bye-bye.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Good night.